microbes, algae, and various microorganisms began to attach themselves to the ship's bottom. This not only corroded and damaged the hull, but also made the ship heavier, causing the surface to become uneven and increasing the resistance during sailing, leading to higher fuel consumption. To solve this problem, people initially attached copper plates to the bottom of ships, but this was costly, added weight, and required regular replacement. Later, someone developed a new type of red paint. The main component of this paint is cuprous oxide, a toxic substance that is bright red, inexpensive, and effective at killing attached marine organisms. Although ships have transitioned from wooden to steel structures, the tradition of red painted hulls has continued. This red coating not only
dangerous conspiracy theory that you're concerned about.
Yep. That guy is awesome. Joe DeGenova, U.S. Attorney, former of Washington, D.C. Joe, welcome back. How you doing, first of all?
Oh, I've never been better. I'm still in landslide.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
It's great. Look, I know that Matt Gaetz has his detractors or whatever, but I mean, what we heard just there and a million other times, this guy knows what questions to ask. He's not afraid to ask them. He knows what the problem is, and he's willing to fix it. I think it's a great pick. I know there's some ramifications. What do you think?
Well, I love Matt Gaetz because I love his style in the legislature. I think he's done tremendous work for President Trump, and he's been loyal. And the president decided he was going to reward him with this nomination. Now, the reality of it is that Matt Gaetz has a lot of enemies. Unfortunately, he has a lot of enemies in the United States Senate on our side. Just today, John Cornyn demanded that the House Ethics Committee turn over to the Senate the as yet unpublished ethics investigation into Matt Gaetz. That's going to cause a problem, number one, because if they don't get the report in the Senate, they'll use that as a reason to keep him from getting out of committee. I think the selection of Matt was at the same time inspired and devilishly difficult to accomplish. He just has so many enemies. I personally like him. I have no idea, how good he would be an attorney general running a country. It requires a lot of work and a lot of stuff, and he's perfectly capable of all of that. But I think his biggest problem is political. I don't think it's substantive. He clearly is a very smart guy, and I have no doubt he's perfectly capable of doing the job. The problem is what has preceded him. And the Kevin McCarthy thing and the speakership is not helping him. There are people who have grudges against him, who are lying in wait, and some of them are in the Senate who have nothing to do with McCarthy. So this is going to be, it's a very interesting choice. I just think it's going to be extremely difficult for him to be confirmed.
Wow, I didn't think of it that way. Okay, so he's got Republican enemies as well. Hey, one thing on the, the big bureaucracy and managing a huge organization, I get that, but I often feel like it's a selective disqualifier. I mean, the establishment uses it when they want to. Like, they don't use it against Pete Buttigieg, right? They don't use it against Barack Obama, but they'll use it, against our guys. And some of these organizations, they're so big, there's really no training for it. You know what I mean? It's like jumping to the deep end. Is that fair to say?
Sure. I think that's very true, and I don't think that would be a legitimate criticism of him. But the issue for me is, can he be confirmed? That's the sole issue at this point. By the way, according to people that I've spoken to, his name never came up on the existing list of attorneys general. But apparently on a flight coming back from somewhere, I guess it was a flight back from Washington, D.C., Gaetz was on the plane going back to Florida with the president, and he and I was told it was Boris Epstein, who's one of Trump's most trusted advisors. He's a lawyer. He's been around the president for a long time. Came up with this idea, and Trump liked it and decided he was going to do it. I don't know whether Susan Wiles even knew about it, and all of a sudden it was a done deal. And I think it surprised a lot of people in the president's entourage, and it certainly surprised, from my conversations, some of the candidates on the list for Attorney General. So I would have chosen Kash Patel myself. I'm not denigrating the choice of Matt Gaetz. It's just that Kash Patel, in my opinion, is ready to do the job. And I think, although he would have had a difficult confirmation hearing, I think he would have been confirmed. I don't know how bad it's going to be for Matt. When Cornyn today made that demand for the House Ethics Committee report, I thought that was a really bad sign that it's going to be a hard road if, in fact, they go forward and nominate him. What I thought had happened, my interpretation was Matt Gaetz was looking to get out of Congress because he didn't want that Ethics Committee report to become public, which I can't disagree with him at all on that. And I think he asked the president for a favor, and the president said, sure, why not? Let's give it a shot. And if it works, you get to be confirmed. If it doesn't, the report never gets out. And it certainly was a riverboat gamble by whether or not it just looks like it's going to be really tough for that Senate.
I guess you. And it's interesting though, the whole thing about the ethics. He's under investigation. My experience down there, like half of Washington seemed to be under investigation at any given time. I mean, like, waging an investigation was a very low threshold thing, and really doesn't mean all that much, right? You're with me on that.
That's true.
And
people can be smeared, and ruined and hurt by these sorts of things. I agree with you. The Gaetz thing has been going on for so long in the House Ethics Committee. You got to ask yourself, how did something like that go on that long?
And if they would have arrested him if he did something bad, they would have locked that guy up.
Yeah,
if he really had
DOJ turned down a case against him involving the same allegations. So, I mean, to me, that sort of resolves the matter. And so then you ask yourself, well, why the hell do you go through all this with the House and do a report? And the answer is to hurt somebody.
Well, that's the swamp. That is the swamp. His demeanor is that of an innocent man. I know him a little bit. I like him. I don't think he did anything wrong. Politics is a brutal, brutal business. So, all right.
There was no publicly available evidence that he did do anything wrong.
There's another job for Kash Patel, FBI director. Christopher Wray is such a terrible, terrible guy. He has no business running that bureau. It's unbelievable what he did to Trump. And by the way, you know how the fake news is they're flabbergasted by every move here. They should have been flabbergasted at the fake indictments of Trump, raiding Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. And all the crap that they pulled, that wasn't outrageous, but nominating Matt Gaetz is. It's just total.
Of course, Christopher Wray resigned prior to inauguration day. He's not going to allow himself to be fired, just like Jack Smith not going to allow himself to be fired. These are two creatures of the administrative state. They're going to resign to protect, quote, their reputations. Yeah, I don't know what they have to protect after the professional jobs they've done, but Christopher Wray.
Bully,
Ending to him, and I'm delighted because he's the worst FBI director in history, along with James Comey. I give them the title. They hold the joint title.
Hey, last thing, the January 6ers, so many of them have been through hell. So many of them did not break anything, and they did not hurt anybody. And, but I haven't heard much in the way of momentum. Granted, he's not president yet, but they're not going to forget those guys, right?
No, from what I've heard, now remember, I'm not an insider. I don't talk to these people, but I do talk to people who talk to them. And the bottom line is, there are going to be pardons or commutations for almost every one of those defendants, except any violent people who may have harmed any police officers. And in those situations, I think they might still get commutation, even if they don't get a pardon.
Yeah, injured, but there are...
Well, they're going to talk to Julie Kelly. They'll ask Julie Kelly who should be given pardons and commutations, and she'll give them a list.
Yeah, she's been great on this stuff. Judge DeGenova, we thank you very, very much. Hey, one more thing, going forward, because I've been asking my listeners, I've been asking everybody, how do we treat dominant media? I got a deep in their treatment of dominant media. In that, like for instance, I was walking by a TV, Fox was on, Jesse Waters' show, right? 3 minutes into his show, and I like Jesse, he's got talent. He's running CNN clips. I see other conservative networks do the same thing. Like, can you believe what CNN said now? And I've done it myself, but I'm cognizant of it. I like to bury it in the show. I don't want to lead my show. Like, they show themselves to be irrelevant in a way. The American people don't believe them anymore. Maybe conservative media need to stop complaining about the narrative and start telling their own story. Does that make any sense? I don't know how to treat CNN going forward. Should we just ignore them?
I think the most important thing is, you're absolutely right, is to ignore them. Don't give them any unnecessary publicity. They're killing themselves. They're committing harikari. Let them alone. Let them destroy themselves. I mean, people like Jake Tapper, Wolf Blitzer, Dana Bash, these people are stupid. Just look at their ratings. I mean, the gigantic loss of ratings is just spectacular to watch. I mean, this is a numbers game. You know that. You're in the business. This is a numbers game. You don't have the numbers. So the punishment is going to be, according to what I read today, a lot of these people are just not going to get raises. They're not going to get fired. Well, if you're running CNN and that's your decision, you're just not going to give raises and you hope they're going to leave, you're going to destroy the network. I mean, you're not going to have anything to sell.
Yeah, and a lot of them, if you cut their salary from $9 million to $4 million, they're going to stay. They shouldn't have been getting. You're amazing, Joe DeGenova. Please say hello to Victoria, and thanks for being with us.
Hey, you bet.
Okay, take care now. All right, we got a lot of stuff we got to get to, including the Hexnet files. He's a good guy. And he's totally qualified. They're going bananas. Don't worry about it. Oh, Kathy Hochul. You think you're going to get away with this? You think you're going to get away with this, what is it, Midtown pricing, congestion pricing? No, it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. President Trump is not going to let you do it, and there are ways to stop you, you little tricky, devious swoop. Back to the beauty parlor with you. I'll be right back.
Greg Kelly. If you put off renewing your passport until the last minute, or just want to make sure your passport is always ready for travel, it'seasy.com makes it a breeze with their all-inclusive expedited passport renewal program. It'seasy.com, ITSEASY.com. Download the app, making your passport renewal immediate and secure. From pre-filled government forms, round-trip shipping, status checks with 24/7, 365 live customer service. It's all included. Even the passport photos are included. The easiest, safest, least expensive way to renew your passport without leaving your home or office. Whether you need a passport in 3 weeks or as soon as 3 days. Guaranteed. If you need a business or tourist visa, it'seasy.com. If your company requires passport visas and travel documents for its staff, it'seasy.com.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze.
Go to it'seasy.com.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze.
It's easy. Go to it'seasy.com. ITSEASY.com. Download the app.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Who's in the building?
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, that will make it easy. In just 15 minutes a day,
Is anybody in the building?
conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. On the way to Manhattan, from LaGuardia to Manhattan. Shelly and Anthony, my dear love Shelly and Anthony. We love you long time, long time. How's marriage life? Marriage life good? So far so good. Children, the house, the dogs, the grandma, grandpa, everybody okay? No problem. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Happy Cast. Easy lemon squeeze. WABC.
Legendary rock duo Simon and Garfunkel may be building a bridge over the troubled water that their friendship has fallen into. Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel have been islands from one another for almost a decade, but that may be changing. Garfunkel telling the Sunday Times he and Simon got together recently and cried with each other, reflecting how their partnership and lifelong friendship went south. The two traded jabs publicly in the press in 2015. Garfunkel apologized. His jabs came first. As for whether this means the two will ever make music again, Garfunkel says, who knows? But he adds, their connection matters more.
Easy lemon squeeze.
I really liked it when President Trump and President Biden were sitting together in that Oval Office. And, you know, it might be my imagination, but I think they genuinely enjoyed each other's company for here and there for a little bit, right? I like it when enemies become not enemies. Perhaps you can't, perhaps they're still enemies, whatever, but I just liked it. And I gotta tell you, I like this. You guys know I've been a very, very vocal critic of Eric Adams, but the more I hear about his plans to cooperate with the Trump administration on immigration issues, some of the things he said in defense of conservative media, that goes a very long way, and I appreciate it a lot. That's special and unexpected.
Delivery.
It's, I think, very much in tune with our Judeo-Christian values.
Speed camera reported ahead.
And I'd like to see more of this in politics. The body language really was amazing. Biden was relaxed, at ease. I don't know if you saw.
Manhattan orthopedic.
Joe Biden and Joe,
Manhattan.
and they were like all genuinely happy. It was
Manhattan.
before I know I've been looking at this stuff. I know Joe's fake smile. I've seen it a million times. So have you. There's genuine warmth there. He wanted Kamala to lose. I think he did not have what it takes. We don't know the first thing about what really happened and how they got him out of the race. Michael in New Jersey, hello.
Hey, how you doing, Mike? I just want to say something. You give me 1 minute. So how come you didn't call out or say anything about Matt Gaetz, his allegations with the 17-year-old?
What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean I didn't say anything about it? Everybody knows there's an investigation, allegedly. But here's the deal. We were just talking to Joe DeGeneva about it. If he had sex with an underage girl, don't you think they would have arrested him by now? All right, the feds looked at this stuff. I think this investigation goes on to harm him politically because he's got enemies, because he took out a speaker. I mean, you know, all right, hey, by the way, what is the age of, this might be a thing too, what is the age of consent wherever the hell this happened, allegedly? You know what I mean? Some states it's actually lower than 18. So, you know, look, if he committed the crime, he would have been arrested by now. He's got a lot of enemies. Doesn't that make sense to you, Michael?
That's the only question. Why didn't you bring it up? That's it.
What do you mean? Why did I bring it up?
Yeah.
Well,
you're the first one to bring out the dirt on anybody.
Stop, relax, Michael. You got a lot of edge to you. I bring up the dirt about myself too. We all have some dirt. Even you, Michael. Even you. So it's not like, yeah. I think we actually talked about it. Like this. By the way, this 17-year-old girl allegedly. It's not news, Michael. It's not news. You know.
Let's go, balabuka, balashuka, balabuka, balashuka. Let's go.
Media, and when the deep state keep allegations going without any evidence, without any, where's the evidence? Why doesn't the media say without evidence? But Michael, you just don't. You just sound like a guy. You know, you're not a fan of mine for some reason. That's
Mule, 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 mule.
maybe we can make friends though somehow, huh? After my little speech about making friends, something tells me you're going to need some work. You've got some work to do on that one, Michael. I'll see you later. James Flippin just walked in. Hi, James. That guy was so upset. You didn't say anything about the 17-year-old girl. Well, I just did it. But we don't know if there's a 17-year-old girl. There's allegations. There's allegations against anybody at any time. Half the city of Washington is under investigation at any given time. Ooh. What's up? Congestion pricing. What the hell is the deal?
Yeah, so you heard that Governor Hochul is going to unpause congestion pricing January 5th of this coming year. It's a Sunday, first Sunday of the year. And they are lowering the fee from $15 for entering Manhattan south of 60th down to $9.
How generous of them. I don't like it anyway.
So 15 down to 9.
Hey, you know what? She took it off the table right in time for the election because New York was about to go red.
And not just that, but very important for the Hudson Valley. Because, of course, a lot of the people that live in the Hudson Valley drive into the city. They don't have as many opportunities to take buses. Maybe the trains aren't good for them. And wouldn't you know it, that's two of the House races that I believe the Democrats were able to flip in this election. So that gets taken care of. Now congestion pricing's back.
She's a horrible woman. But you say it's back. Like, wait a second. A lawsuit kind of delayed it the last time.
That's a good point.
And executive authority, I mean, if the federal government sues, right? It's one thing if Nightberg sues or some do-gooder group sues.
Mule, 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 mule.
What if the federal government gets involved?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. And of course, there is some federal authorization involved. There was an environmental review that the federal government has signed off on. So, I mean, this is something that's been kind of in the works for a while, but there are some lawsuits, obviously, that are still pending, outstanding, if you will.
All right. Everything good with you otherwise?
Everything's good. I just wanted to say that I heard you guys talking about the phrase presented without evidence.
Yeah, without evidence.
And
Been debunked.
And I once subscribed to the New York Times morning newsletter, and they sent this story out talking about that former, or at the time it was President Trump, said, so-and-so without evidence. And I emailed the editor, and I said, you realize that by saying that, you're telling the reader not to believe what was just said. Like, there's really no reason to say that. It's enough to attribute it to the president. And the guy, I'll never forget.
What did it say? What did it say?
So the newsletter article said something like, so-and-so, President Trump said this, and he presented it without evidence.
Who's so-and-so?
President Trump. He said
President Trump
said something.
Said this.
Whatever it
without
was. This was 5-6 years ago.
President Trump said this, but without evidence.
Right. So I wrote a letter to the editor and said, by saying presented without evidence, you're telling the listener, or reader in this case, don't believe what's being said here. And it's enough to just attribute the quote to this person. That's what your job is as a news organization. And the editor wrote me back and said, James, really appreciate the email, but just to let you know, in this day and age, it's not enough. Because sometimes people put their hands outside the window, it comes back in wet, and they say it's not raining. And we have to guard against that.
Don't waste your time with these stupid emails.
Mule, 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 mule,
Find the name
mule.
of the reporter. Dox them. Put their address
China
debating
again.
Anthony This is New York's talk leader, the crown jewel of talk radio. WABC New York and 107.1 WLIR Hampton Bays. News first at 59 past the hour. 27 WABC News starts now.
77 WABC News, first at 59 past the hour, 46 degrees, cloudy skies on this Thursday, November 14th. Good afternoon, I'm James Flippin. Over the objections of commuters and elected officials, Governor Kathy Hochul is unpausing Manhattan congestion pricing. It will begin next year, and what was supposed to be a $15 fee will instead be a $9 fee.
$15 was too much. And I'm proud to announce we have found a path to fund the MTA, reduce congestion, and keep millions of dollars in the pockets of our commuters.
The fee is for entering Manhattan south of 60th Street. The MTA has said this will generate billions of dollars that officials claim will go towards repairing the aging, crumbling subways.
Drivers don't care how much the congestion pricing toll is. All they know is they feel like they're being screwed over.
A lot. I drive 5 days a week, an extra $50. It's just, I'm against it.
Bule, 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 bule.
Gas prices and inflation and everything, and just add more to it.
The toll will be $9 to go below 60th Street in Manhattan from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Overnight tolls will be $2.25. Drivers coming through one of the 4 tunnels will get a $3 discount. The plan, it goes into effect in January. Noah Layton, WABC News.
Yeah, January 5th, the first Sunday of the new year when it takes effect. There are still a bunch of lawsuits filed against the MTA that aim to stop congestion pricing, and New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy vows to keep fighting against the plan, urging his colleague, Governor Hochul, to reconsider. Meanwhile, crews are making some progress on the brush fire burning along the New Jersey-New York border. New Jersey currently in a drought warning as its risk for brush and wildfires remains very high. Crews are fighting back against that major Jennings Creek wildfire along the border between both states in West Milford. Governor Murphy says since June, the Garden State has seen up to 11 inches less rain than normal. And that's lending to the issue that puts the entire state's fire danger risk as very high.
Dangerous.
Right-wing radio and talk show host Alex Jones is vowing to fight the sale of his Texas-based media empire, InfoWars, the site he's built over decades' time. It was sold for auction to
Dangerous.
The Onion yesterday after Jones was ordered to pay a defamation lawsuit brought by the families of the victims in the Sandy Hook, Connecticut school shooting. In a press release, the Onion says the families
Dangerous.
by InfoWars, the gun violence prevention group, Every Town for Gun Safety, was also part of the purchase. And their president said in a statement they're proud to be part of stopping the, quote, flow of hurtful misinformation. Jones says
Dangerous.
adding he won't be silenced.
And they said, they're shutting us down without a court order. So they changed all the bidding rules, made it secret 2 days ago. I had a bad feeling, just like they tried to shut us down back in late May without a court order. They're supposed to have a court order. There's going to be injunctions filed. This is a total attack on free speech. Each state is completely out of control.
Dangerous.
This is the tyranny of the new world.
Astoria, Lambo, Shelley, me dear love Shelley, we love you long
8
time.
monkeys remain at large after escaping from a
Merlin,
research
Merlin,
facility. So they've
Monroe,
already
Merlin,
captured
Monroe.
35 of the 43 primates that escaped the Alpha Genesis Research Center where the monkeys were
Mary
being bred
Jane.
for testing.
Friend of Mary
More animal
Jane.
news? Why not? 4 Los
Welcome
Angeles
back,
County
welcome.
residents are facing charges on suspicion of staging phony bear attacks. to
Mary
receive
Jane.
insurance payouts.
Investigators say 3 of the 4 suspects submitted
Thompson.
similar insurance claims this past January, saying a bear damaged the interiors of their cars in Lake Arrowhead. The suspects sent video footage of the supposed bear to their insurance companies, but all of the videos were taken from the same place. Suspects scratched up their own cars to make it look like a bear did it. The 4th suspect was allegedly playing the role of the bear. The insurance companies were defrauded out of nearly $142,000. I'm Daniel Martindale.
Welcome back,
Password manager of
Lopez.
NordPass is out with its annual list of the world's most popular
Welcome
passwords,
back.
and for the second year in a
I
row,
see.
it's 1, 2,
7
3,
blessed,
4, 5,
7
6.
blessed. Everybody,
And then that's
7
followed by
blessed.
that same password added by 789. Also on the list, password, QWERTY, and secret. WABC News Time, 2:04, sports weather in Wall Street, next.
The only thing worse than hiring no law firm after your injury is hiring the wrong law firm. And there are so many of them. When thousands of people call us
Limited
every
edition,
year
be
asking to help
dialing.
them change law firms and hire said, I wonder why they ever called the other firm in the first place. They were slow to
Limited
switch
edition.
before it was too late. You only get 1 day in court. You know who has the resources and results to fight to handle your claim. And the big insurance company on the other side, they know it too. They know
Chubby,
us.
chubby, chubby.
You have to know when to hold them, know when to fold them,
Hey,
know
hey,
when
hey.
to walk away. Walk our way. When you're fighting
Chubby,
to get what
chubby,
you
chubby.
deserve, it's go big or go home. We're big for a reason, which is why we've recovered over $9 billion for our clients. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
77 WABC News, continuing the tradition of delivering the best radio news. 77 WABC Chime Time 2:05 in sports. Today is Francisco Lindor's 31st birthday. The Mets shortstop born on this day in 1993, and it was on this day in 2012 when knuckleballer R.A. Dickey won the NL Cy Young Award for the Mets. The Tampa Bay Rays will play their regular season games this upcoming season at the ballpark used by the Yankees for spring training, and that's because Hurricane Milton tore the roof off their stadium, Tropicana Field. Former Raiders and Buccaneers head coach John Gruden joining Barstool Sports as a contributor. On Wall Street today, stocks are down. The Dow is down 166 points. And here's your forecast from the Ramsey Mazda Weather Center. Today, mostly cloudy skies expected.
Lambo
A
Bridge
high
is
near
coming
49 in spots. Overnight, cloudy.
Lambo
A low
Bridge is
around
coming.
38. Tomorrow, clouds early, giving way to sun. And we'll get up to a high near 58 for Friday. And taking a look at the weekend, Saturday, sunny, a high near 62. And then Sunday, sunny, a high near 63. Calmer winds on Sunday in comparison. WABC News Time, 2:06. Greg Kelly continues. 46 degrees right now under cloudy skies outside of our Midtown Manhattan studios. I'm James Flippin, and remember, the news never stops at WABCRadio.com.
WABC.
The Greg Kelly Show.
Hello. I kind of wanted things to chill out a little bit after the election, you know what I mean? But no, there's no rest. You got to keep, if you want to save America, you got to go full blast. You know, President Trump, he had a Republican conference, meets with Joe Biden in a 2-hour meeting, and then comes back to Palm Beach on his own plane, and then there's a big party at Mar-a-Lago for him. There's a very kind of a big casual party. You know what I mean? You look closely. It's not like these are ultra fancy galas. They're very nice, but they're also very, very casual at the same time. I don't know, after a day like that, I would go home, I'd go to bed, I'd want to watch TV. He just loves people. He really, really does. He's so outward. He's so, he likes people. And actually, Tucker Carlson said that. It's one of his big secrets that the left can't figure out about Donald Trump. He likes us. He actually likes us. See, the left, they don't like us. They can't stand the people. We're miserable slobs and we're ignorant. We don't
Charlie Choo-Choo Train. Charlie Choo-Choo Train.
Hello, darling. My wife, Judith, just walked in the room with my lunch. All right. How much longer is it going to last, huh? The lunch delivery service. I know that sounds great to some people, but to me it gets a little bit awkward.
Charlie Choo-Choo Train.
Well, when you go and get yourself a healthy salad instead of eating 18 protein bars for lunch.
18 protein bars? There's a lot of protein in those bars.
I think there's very little protein, but there's a lot of sugar.
It says right on the package, 24 grams of protein.
Plus fat, plus sugar, plus all this nasty stuff that your body can't process. I think. I don't know for sure, but I stand by my salads.
Thank you very much. And when you're working full time and you're raising 2 kids and you're dropping my lunch off, ooh, this actually looks tasty. All right, listen, how are the kids? I haven't seen them in weeks.
I always say they're great, we're exhausted. That's my line. They're awesome.
I saw them this morning, by the way, and I had a conversation with one of them. Rich, she got that little, just amazing. It's amazing. I think this is Annalise. We talked about some stuff. You went where?
2 playgrounds at school.
The 2 playgrounds were at school?
Yeah, and we went there.
My, what kind of rides were at the playground?
One playground, and we had so much fun playing. But the playground, guess what? It's called a wrong word.
What's the wrong word?
The roof.
The roof. It's on the roof.
Yeah.
Haven't you been there before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's so good. You know, it's a playground. It is a playground now, but they call it a roof.
What about the other playground?
Taxaway.
Who?
It's called a taxaway, the other one.
The taxaway? What?
The taxaway.
Where's that? All right. Well, here's because we got good schools out there, and they don't have private tuition. No, I barely see you as it is. I think my wife is being a little bit annoying. All right.
Congress has term limits. People are becoming lobbyists, and for the same reason, you don't let the referee bet on the game. Ban members of Congress and trading individual stocks. I am proud to stand before you, the only Republican in Congress who takes no lobbyist money, no PAC money. It's not good for me.
Very much. Hey,
online by going to hims.com. So what are you waiting for? To start your free online visit and find EV treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/George. When you're hiring, ZipRecruiter sits up. What is so complicated with the easy as ZipRecruiter? Have problems? Wouldn't be so problematic. K equals 42. And summoning Everest would be no longer the problem. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Hey folks, it's Gary, president of the Real Estate Authority, and your response has been great. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. So again, if you need to sell your home, listen to me carefully. The market is changing. There's not enough supply for the demand. So if you own a home right now, you have gold. Take advantage of it. Even if you owe more in your home than it's worth and you have to short sell it, you're making money. We'll get the bank to pay you. Even if you have a property that is in need of repairs, no problem selling it. There's not a house I can't sell. Call me, 800-707-1452. That's 800-707-1452. Here's the problem. There are too many people that are getting wrong information, and it's costing you thousands and thousands of dollars. Realtors that are lowballing, investors that are trying to steal your property. You need the facts, and that's where I come in. Money doesn't motivate me. You do. So call me at 800-707-1452. If your house is an investment property or has non-paying tenants or squatters or divorce sale in need of repairs, or you just have equity and you want more equity, I know how to sell a property. Call me, 800-707-1452. That's 800-707-1452. In 2024, you get more at Ramsey Mazda. More selection, over 750 and more savings, like a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 starting at just $29,276, or the Mazda CX-30 starting at just $25,790, or drive the all-new 2024 Mazda CX-90 starting at just $38,354, with third-row seating and expansive cargo space. The Mazda CX-90 is the SUV that gives you more in 2024. Ramsey Mazda is the proud recipient of the 2023 President's Club Award and the 2024 Cars.com Consumer Satisfaction Award. Visit RamseyMazda.com and let them make shopping for your new Mazda fast, easy, and convenient with their modern state-of-the-art showroom on Route 17 North in Ramsey, New Jersey. Get more in 2024 in a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. This is 77 WABC Newsroom Extra.
New York City plans to stop giving migrant families prepaid debit cards in 2025.
If you offer them help, you can't just pull the rug from underneath us.
I think it's the right thing to do because we are suffering and we're not in a position to help other people.
This comes as City Mayor Gaetz says he wants to reassure migrants that New York is a sanctuary city as President-elect Donald Trump promises to carry out mass deportations.
I mean, that was his agenda, right? So he's going to stick by his agenda. You know how much we're going to cost the country? It's going to be billions of dollars.
I think everyone has a right to try to come to the country and try to make a life and improve themselves. There's got to be an orderly way to do so.
The program was run by a financial tech company after they entered an emergency no-bid contract. The city can no longer enter emergency deals to handle the migrant crisis after that ability was revoked by City Comptroller Brad Lander, who also plans on challenging Mayor Adams in a Democratic primary. North Radavali for 77 WABC News.
Serendipity. Serendipity. Ice cream. Serendipity ice
We're trying to control where we go, where we travel, how we move in this town. And it's a big deal. So Manhattan is cut in half.
Manhattan.
60th Street, right? And they're trying to say that if you go below 60th Street, you owe the government $9. $9. They didn't make a bridge that we have to pay for, right? It's just a street. It's been here for, actually since the 1600s. Now going south of it. You want to charge us? What do we get for that money? Permission? This is so unbelievably wrong. You heard James Flippin, he talked about it. It was $15, and everybody was really, really outraged. There were a bunch of lawsuits. So she took it off the table a couple of months ago saying we're not going to do it, we're rethinking it. And probably because the election was coming up and there were some Democrats who were, vulnerable State was potentially going to turn red. And now that the election is over, they lost, they brought it back. But enter Donald Trump. President Trump slams local move to revive New York City congestion tax. It will hurt workers, families, and businesses. Amen, President Trump. President-elect Donald Trump told the New York Post today that he opposes Governor Kathy Hochul's revived plan for congestion pricing for vehicles that drive through certain parts of New York City, calling it the most regressive tax known to womankind. This is womankind. She's a woman. I don't know. Regressive. That means like you'll get people who are low income paying you. I think that's what that means actually. The more you drive, the more. Yeah, I think it's. The Democrat governor is proposing a $9 toll after an earlier $15 fee went down in flames amid a middle and working class outcry. I have great respect for the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, and look forward to working with her to make New York and America great again. But I strongly disagree with the decision on the congestion tax this Trump. No. It has never worked, but especially so with a city, town, or village that is trying to come back from very tough, rough times, which can certainly be said of New York City. It will put New York City at a disadvantage over competing cities, and states and businesses will flee. I love how he's on top of everything. He's not going to let this slip. Trump, whose populist platform of tax breaks to workers and retirees helped secure his return to the White House, said it would be those struggling to make ends meet who would suffer the most.
No struggling.
Not only is this a massive tax for people coming in, it is extremely inconvenient from both driving and personal bookkeeping standards. It will be virtually impossible for New York City to come back as long as the congestion tax is in effect. It will hurt workers, families, businesses, but in particular, anything to do with jobs. It is the most regressive tax known to womankind and man. Then he puts an exclamation point. Hochul got testy when asked about the president's statement at a Thursday afternoon press conference and offered up some gamer suggestions for Trump. Ooh. In your first days in office, don't eviscerate the public transportation system. Help us. Fix that first before you say a word about what I'm doing. Easy there, Queen. Easy there. And by the way,
easy peasy lemon
not you.
squeeze.
Look what she did. You look at the vicious personal attack. It's one thing to eviscerate a policy.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze.
I would welcome the conversation about federal government, then supplementing that kind of money as well. Okay, yeah, it's a pretty typical Democrat. Just more money. And you get
money.
Trump and Hochul have been sharply at odds over the years.
Must be funny.
After the Republican won the November 5th election.
Manual.
I can't stand her. I really don't like her. And she is way over her head. And she's there for a reason. She's there because Andrew Cuomo did not feel threatened by her. Yep, that's why. Shows you how strong Trump is. He's not afraid of these very strong, young, ambitious people all over the place.
Money.
Vivek Ramaswamy might just be the next senator from Ohio, and Lara Trump might be the next senator from Florida. I'll have more on that in a second. But let me hear Vivek. This stuff is so good, and there's a lot more to come. Cut 12, please. Cut 12.
The DOJ and the FBI and the federal police state as well. There's three-word answer to this, Larry, and I stand by it.
Money.
I stand by it right now.
Must be funny.
There are three branches of government in the U.S. Constitution: executive, legislative, and judicial. There is no fourth administrative branch. And one of the things we've seen in the Biden administration, which I think is really one of the most frightening things we've seen in modern American history, and all of American history, is the weaponization of that administrative state to do the political bidding of the administration. Getting done to the back door of the deep state, the administrative state, the bureaucrats, what they could not get done through the front door of lawmakers. That is a danger to the future of our constitutional republic. And yes, we've seen it at the level of DOJ and FBI. Look at multiple prosecutions of the lead contender of the opposition party. You know what? That's never happened in American history. It's happening now. But it's not just at the level of the DOJ. It is rampant across three-letter agencies across the board. And I think that is the real threat to our constitutional republic today, is those unelected bureaucrats, the people who we never elected to run the government, who are wielding political power, backdoor regulatory power across Americans and businesses across this country. And my answer is, you can't reform that beast. You have to slay it.
Well, I hope he works as good as he talks. That guy is on fire. National Oceanic Administration need an intelligence branch. It has one. Because the National Archives have anything to do with intelligence. All these agencies, we have something like 27 separate intelligence agencies. Let me tell you something, they get bored of looking at people overseas. They get bored of screening just raw data, numbers, and stuff like that. They want to listen to phone calls. That's where they really get on. And just haven't gone down ever before.
Must be funny.
It's going to be rough, just like the degenerate dead. And I talked about his son today, too. You got to check out his show this weekend. The administrative state, the deep state, they're taking none of this lying down. They're planning something diabolical, huge, maybe even another assassination attempt.
Abraham Lincoln, his life.
Prescriptions requiring online consultation with a healthcare provider will determine appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price variations on content. Subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Strong, board-certified urologist and Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED in my 12 years of practice. But now you can get world-class care for ED 100% online by going to HIMSS.com. So what are you waiting for? To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to HIMSS.com/George. When you're hiring, ZipRecruiter's technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. What if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic. K equals 42. And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. Right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Newsmakers with common sense are on. Gaetz and Cosby. Because it looks like Americans on the right track. From newsmakers on the market to newsmakers on politics and everything in between.
This one's coming down like a bombshell.
This is going on all over the place.
Using common sense thinking with expert insight.
The American public has spoken.
On the 5 o'clock show, Gaetz and Cosby.
Absolutely correct.
77 WABC. Listen to this podcast now on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Absolutely.
God with Bo Deedle.
No problem. No problem.
Army Fire Commissioner, why would
Thank
you
you.
want to have a head working for the city of New York? What brought you to the fire department?
Look, I've always loved the SDNY, and the fire department has been special to me since I was a little boy chasing fire engines on my bicycle down Lexington Avenue. And I've always loved public service. But that comes from my time in the Queen of the A's office with Dick Brown, who taught me so well. The truth is, I always wanted to come back to government, and I've been enamored of the fire department. And when the mayor was gracious enough to offer me the job of fire commissioner, I grabbed it. I didn't think about it for 1 second. It was a yes immediately, and everything that I was doing was put on hold. Here I am about 90 days into being fire commissioner.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform. Discover the excitement at 658 Casino Hotel. Come play 1,000 slot machines and electronic table games. Enjoy on-site entertainment, cocktails, and dining. In October, we're giving away $125.
Gadin, drink water. Then Gadin, drink water.
3 to 7 p.m. will stand for their chance at $5,000. 1 point equals 1 entry. 658, where long
Then Gadin.
Greg Kelly here with an urgent warning. While we celebrate Trump's historic win, inflation continues
Then
to
Gadin,
rise.
drink water.
And China is now targeting
China
a kill
again.
shot on the dollar. That's why thousands of Americans are
I want to see the China
gear.
gear. Where is the China
Colonial
gear?
Metals Group. Gold has protected American wealth through every financial war. For free 2024 gold guide and go to freegoldguide.com/Kelly or call 800-655-5186. The experts at Colonial Metals Group are the only folks I trust to help you and me bulletproof our wealth with gold. Go to freegoldguide.com/Kelly or call 800-655-5186. 800-655-5186 for free 2024 gold guide.
Man, Shema, call the
free home safe and up to $7,500 in free right now. freegoldguide.com/Kelly. freegoldguide.com/Kelly.
This
is 77 WABC Newsroom Extra.
Members of the NYPD still have faith that they will find the person responsible for the death of newborn twin boys in the Bronx back in 2020. One of the infants was discovered by the super of the apartment building where they were left.
He found what he thought was a doll in the corner over here.
When cops arrived, they made another gruesome discovery.
Found a second newborn by the air conditioner. Both newborns, both the umbilical cord was still attached. The medical examiner ruled the baby died from blunt force trauma, and it was ruled a homicide.
The case had a huge impact on the detectives who paid for a proper burial.
We believe that, they will be taken care of, and we will take care of them, and we will provide answers for them.
Authorities are begging for the public's help.
We will bring this case to justice. Right now, we're looking for the public's help. Any little information could be crucial. There is a reward. It's $10,000, and you can pick up the phone and call. It's anonymous, and we will investigate anything.
I'm Liz Valley for 77 WABC News.
77 WABC.
The greatest political journalist of all time, Mark Halford. Mark, welcome back. Your two-way conversations are awesome. Everybody's talking about it. Folks, you should get this, get online and watch him. Mark, so much going on. How you holding up?
WABC.
You're really kind as usual. Well, how are you? I'm a little bit, to be honest, I thought that there would be a lull after the election. Yeah, it's not that. We got confirmation battles brewing. There's so much going on. I think Matt Gaetz is kind of like the hottest issue going. Does he get confirmed, not confirmed? What are your thoughts on the Matt Gaetz situation?
I lean yes more than most people I know for a few reasons, including that Donald Trump wants him. Donald Trump won the election. Excuse me. And these Republican senators, every one of them, they've got a friend, a family member, a constituent, a donor who wants a job in the Trump administration. And if you're the one who steps forward and says, Donald Trump, sorry, you can't have Matt Gaetz, your choice as Attorney General, I think the chances that they get their person in a job is pretty minimal. And the Trump folks know this, and they're going to be fighting back against the conventional wisdom that the votes won't be there.
It's so interesting. I never really thought of it that way. Yeah, these Republicans, everyone's going to want something from this administration. This is the way politics works. You got to play ball, right?
Yeah, I say it's not politics 101, it's politics 1.
Can we talk about Matt Gaetz himself? I know Matt Gaetz. I like Matt Gaetz. I find him very, very bright. Taken aback by the cartoonish kind of portrayal of him. And I mean, I'm a little. Why is there such outrage about his appointment?
It's a great question. I'd like the debate to move to the question of is Matt Gaetz, who, like you, I look at as a charming and brilliant figure as opposed to this evil cartoon. I'd like the focus to be on, can he run the building? It's a big job. Does he understand constitutional law? Will he preserve the independence of the department? Those are the reasons people are raising doubts, although I think those issues will eventually come up if he does go forward. He rubs people the wrong way. He's a rule breaker. And he's been controversial in his going after Kevin McCarthy and other leaders in the party. So part of why MAGA's rallying around him is because he's Donald Trump's choice. But if you've ever been on the road with Matt Gaetz around the country, you've seen that he is as electrifying a figure, besides Donald Trump himself, for the MAGA movement as exists. And that causes a lot of people in the establishment not to like him. Now, he's also been controversial because he's done some things that are aggressive and over the line in many cases, or some cases, and because he went after, as I said, he went after Kevin McCarthy and basically, I would say single-handedly, but played the leading role in removing a Republican speaker.
Hey, I only know this because I literally lived across the street from the Department of Justice, right? Which is across the street from the FBI, which is across the street from the Navy residences where I used to live. Do you know the name of the Department of Justice building?
The Department of Justice building, the Don Ayers building.
It is the Robert S. Kennedy building.
Yeah.
And I find this very interesting, again, just because I lived across the street. But, you know, RFK, they named the building after him. You talked about being able to run the building. I feel like this is a thing. It's a legitimate issue, but they seem to only invoke it on Republicans. Like, you know, Pete Buttigieg, nobody seemed to have a beef with him taking over a department, or Barack Obama with no management experience taking over the country. You know what I mean?
So I'll tell you two differences that are just differences. I'm not saying better or worse. I'm just saying they're differences. Number one, the vast majority of people who work in those buildings are Democrats. So they're going to have better morale if there's a Democrat in charge of the building. And number two, and this is related, you know, part of why people, if they're freaking out in all these departments, is because this will not be business as usual. People will be fired. People's jobs will change. People will be forced out because they're ideological liberals. And that's just going to make people unhappy. Now, I say, if you're coming in, say you're coming into WABC, and you're going to shake the place up and change the way everything's done. You know some people are not going to like it, but you still are going to be better at being a leader and still do your job better as a leader if morale is high. That's not ideological. That's just human. And so I think part of the challenge for these people, including Marco Rubio, who is, you know, less worrisome to people on the left than some of the others. And people, just human nature, they just don't like it.
Very brilliant. One little thing about morale, that's a key word.
0.0.
Morale is, I think it's often overstated. Morale is great when you don't have to do your job. Morale is great when you can gaff off. It's a funny thing, morale. All politics is local, also so is morale. We could talk about that some other time. It's fascinating what you just said. One more thing. I feel like this is a subtext going on to everything. All of these nominees are pretty young. You know, early 40s, late 30s. When Walter Cronkite announced that JFK won, he said something like, well, we're all going to have to get used to older than the president. And it's like, it's a little bit of a shift. Like when it comes to Hexstep, I feel like, that guy doesn't deserve it. You know, these senators know that comes with a lot of perks and all that stuff. Do you think that is at play here a little bit, even subconsciously?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, for sure. But, again, you can be MAGA, you can be revolutionary, you can seek fundamental change, but they didn't call the senators and say, hey, here's who we're going to nominate, or we're thinking of nominating Matt Gaetz. What do you think? Those courtesy calls, those niceties, and again, people could say,
thank you for your cooperation.
Information and all of that. But I think part of why the backlash against some of the big factors of them is young folks who are being respectful of the old bull senators who demand more respect.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. All right, the two-way. How do people get it? I watch it often on YouTube. Sometimes I watch it on Zoom live. What's the best way for people to get it? And if you don't mind describing it for folks, you invented it. Awesome. Tell us about it if you don't mind.
It's a series of live conversations right now. They're at 9 a.m. Eastern time and 6 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. And it's a chance to have a conversation that are bipartisan, civil, thoughtful, long, and involve both prominent people in politics and journalism and government, as well as citizens from around the country. So it's kind of an hour-ish long rolling conversation. The morning show, Sean Spicer, Republican, Dan Tarantine, a Democrat, and I talk through the issues of the day and the schedule, and then folks with questions and comments. People can join on YouTube at the two-way.tv and our YouTube channel, two-way TV, or go to my Substack or the two-way.tv website, and you can sign up, and you can sign on to the Zoom and raise your hand to ask a question.
It's pretty cool. You see yourself next to Newt Gingrich, you know what I mean, or Bill Bradley. He's just there in Zoom, or Greg Kelly, or me. I've been known to make cameos, and but I always listen if I'm not there live. Mark Halpern, I appreciate it. Everybody should check out Appreciate it. With that, I can't believe this is happening. It hasn't happened in a long time. Jamal from the Bronx. How you holding up there, Jamal? How you doing? Jamal's a big Democrat.
Ho, ho, ho.
I waited, I listened to
Ho, ho,
nonsense
ho.
for half an hour. First, I congratulate you, you guys won, because the people voted
Ho, ho, ho.
because they didn't want a mixed-race woman, not because they liked your candidate. That's number one.
Ho, ho, ho.
So we like mixed race.
This crazy.
Twice, right? And you know what? You pulled a hell of a lot of MAGA people. People who are
Naked
MAGA
cowboy in the winter in the Times
voted
Square.
for Obama. All right? I did it. I was con. This is a con man. Jamal, we've grown to have a decent relationship, albeit we talk infrequently. But to say that we rejected Kamala Harris because she's mixed race, that is so unbelievably wrong and unfair and kind of hateful. And I think beneath you, Jamal, because let's face it, all right? That woman has serious problems. That woman could not finish a sentence. That woman could only talk about every answer, middle-class parents. Every answer, middle-class parents. What's your plan for the space program, middle-class parents? Jamal, she had big problems.
Okay. First of all, I said mixed-race woman, not mixed-race person. I said mixed-race woman. Secondly, since you guys trying to pull the same nonsense in 2020 hours, we're doing a petition to her not to certify the results because we believe you guys rigged the election. We don't know that. You rigged the election. You may learn from us and you cheated. Okay, that's what we call it.
All right, well, get ready for your lawsuit and get ready for a visit from the FBI.
This
is the kind of stuff that we had to go
This
through.
is
So
Halloween.
keep it up,
This
Jamal.
is
Keep it
Halloween.
up. Oh, Jesus.
This is Halloween.
All
This
right.
is Halloween. This is Halloween.
I just want to say congratulate, best wishes to you. I will talk to you in 12 months when the country goes down the field with all its elections for its candidacy.
All right, best to your family, Jamal. Thank you very much.
Best to you too, sir.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
We like each other, even though he says outrageously crazy things, and he's wrong about everything. Somehow we like each other, and I kind of like that. I gotta tell you, Jamal, for all of his faults there, at least he calls. I've got friends. I've got a friend for 25 years who refuses to speak with me.
This is Halloween.
I have a relative who refuses to speak to me. And some of them actually, like, I can't believe what you were doing. I said, what am I doing? Well, I saw it on Twitter. No, what am I doing?
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
What am I doing? They're going to say one thing, because they were just reading what people were saying about me, rather than what I actually was doing and saying. The stuff I'm saying is actually, I don't think that Make America Great Again is radical at all. It's traditional as hell when you think about it. Right? Having the border, not sexualizing children, not hiring 10 million unnecessary bureaucrats. It's America, baby. And we don't care where you live.
This is Halloween.
We don't care about that stuff. We've been so misrepresented. That's okay. That's okay. Why doesn't today feel like Thursday? I'm not the only one. There's something with the weather. A lot of people telling me it does not. Well, I bring it up because nobody brings it. It doesn't feel like Thursday. Natalie, did you notice that? Does it feel a little bit odd today?
I agree with you, Greg. It almost feels like, I don't know, sort of like a holiday week kind of a day.
Yeah, it's something strange. Yeah.
And I think it's here it's starting to get like a little bit overcast. It's like that autumn Thanksgiving feeling. So that's kind of how I feel. And maybe it's because we think it's Thanksgiving already.
Huh. Yeah, it does seem like, anyway, something's going on. What's going on otherwise?
I was curious if you could really truthfully educate me on something.
Halloween.
This is Halloween. Been nominated. What would make him resign right away like that? Or don't they still have to be confirmed? And does that hold a problem? Like his seat is vacant?
All right, first things first. Why did he resign? I was surprised too, and apparently Speaker Johnson was surprised too. But here's the thing. In Florida, the soonest you can have a special election is 8 weeks, right? So he resigned yesterday. They can actually have the special election before January 3rd, on or about January 3rd. So if they get a new guy in there they like, they'll get him in there. They also have a little bit of breathing room. They have 220 right now, so 218 is the majority. So they lost Matt Gaetz. They also
Look at that.
Tulsi Gabbard. No, wait, not Tulsi Gabbard. There was another one. Oh, Elise Stefanik. So they can lose those guys. It's part of the calculation. And also, you know what? I don't blame him in a way. You know what? If I don't get this, I'm going to do something else. All right? He's done pretty much everything he can do in Congress. Maybe. That guy, you know, he can write his own ticket. All right? He can, you know, whether it's a talk show, whether it's a book, whether it's all of the above, a podcast. You know, he's got a lot to say, and he's really good at saying it. So, yeah, I think it's time for him to. And he has a young family. You know, you can only make so much money in Congress. And these guys, you know, everybody wants to maximize their dollars. You know?
This is
Even you,
Halloween.
Natalie.
This is
Everything else
Halloween.
good?
Yeah. Everything's fine. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving. Everybody's healthy, thank the Lord, truly. And we're doing well. I'm just concerned about, you know, those seats that are lost. And I mean, he's really, really good. And that's one of the reasons I kind of hate to see him have resigned already. And who will appoint the person for his seat, or will it be a vote?
Yeah, they don't appoint a replacement. It's different. In the Senate, U.S. Senate, the governor gets to appoint the replacement like right away. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but there are a lot of people speculating that why Rubio was made Secretary of State, because other people wanted that job. So Rubio becomes Secretary of State. That means the senator from Florida is vacant. DeSantis gets to appoint the interim senator.
This is
We think Lara Trump, daughter-in-law of President Trump, wife of Eric. So she has political ambitions, and she should, because she's very, very, very good. In fact, one of the best I have ever seen in the Sunday morning talk show format. And, you know, no doubt she could actually be a president. In a weird way, no. So, hey, I astonished you. I like it. Yeah, Natalie, remember that. Could happen. I'll be right back.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy two. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED in my 12 years of practice. But now you can get world-class care for ED 100% online by going to HIMSS.com. So what are you waiting for?
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/George. When you're hiring, ZipRecruiter's technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. What if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
Easy peasy.
Summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. The U.S. is the biggest consumer of human trafficking, while Latino women are the most exploited. Kamala and Biden have been the exploiters in chief by not protecting the border to more women and children. Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me." God is
Let the children come back to me.
to protect them from exploitation.
Let
And
the
God
children
intervened by inspiring Bob Unanue to say,
We're all truly blessed to have a leader like President Trump.
read about this and more in Bob's new best-selling book, Left, Donald J. Trump and the Spiritual War, available now on Amazon. Weekdays at 3 p.m. Dominic Carter doesn't hold back.
What are you trying to say? They have zero tolerance for it. That's ridiculous. This is sheer ignorance. You don't want to hear anything positive. You don't want to hear the reality of what it takes to make it in the world, and I'm done with you.
It's Dominic Carter. Weekdays at 3 p.m. before the rush hour with Bo Snerdley. 77 WABC.
Hey folks, it's Gary, president of the Real Estate Authorities, and your response has been great. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. So again, if you need to sell your home thousands of dollars. Realtors that are lowballing, investors that are trying to steal your property. You need the facts, and that's where I come in. Money doesn't motivate me. You do. So call me at 800-707-1452. If your house is an investment property or has non-paying tenants or squatters and divorce sale and need a repairs, or you just have equity and you want more equity, I know how to sell a property. Call me 800-707-1452. About it. We want him gone. We want Christopher Wray gone. People say, oh, that was a Trump appointee. No, it was a Chris Christie appointee. Chris Christie. Donald Trump learned so much. Remember the he appointed a lot of non-entities to big jobs. He had to go through that. He had to be betrayed by them. And some glorious things happened after the betrayal. Kind of like in a big book I read and still read. Well, that is encouraging, don't you think? What else? I'm worried about Matt. I hope he gets this, and I hope my Pete Hegseth gets it too. And I got to admit, do I ever think, you know what? Oh boy, could I be Secretary of Defense? Yeah, I have those daydreams sometimes. Technically speaking, I got to admit, though, I'm not really. No, I don't have the government experience. I have the military experience, checking the block. The media would have a field day with some of the issues I've had. Also, oh boy, you went to Fordham in the Bronx? That's in the Bronx, right? The Bronx. We heard about the Bronx. Fort Apache, the Bronx. That's a very dangerous place. That doesn't sound very prestigious. They do that. What else would they do? Whatever. Goodbye.
Oh my goodness. On to the next one. On to the next
On
one.
the theoretical, we are starting with breaking news on so many fronts related to President-elect Donald Trump's transition. President-elect, of course, Trump announced just minutes ago on Truth Social that he is picking Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz of Florida to be the next U.S. Attorney General.
So where do I stand? Number one, I'm not a fan of Matt Gaetz. I have to be honest and unequivocal with you folks, but at the same time, with the investigations into him, alleged sex with underage girls, drugs, and so on, I'm not a fan. But, Trump won the election with a mandate. Trump has a right to bring in whoever the president deems necessary for his administration. We're going to get back to congestion pricing in a moment and your telephone calls. But this is what Geraldo Rivera had to say about Matt Gaetz.
All I can tell you, Leland, is great to do your show. That when I heard that Matt Gaetz was picked to be Attorney General, I threw up in my mouth. I think it is a horrible, creepy choice. I have no idea why he did it. The others are, controversial, but I think ultimately eminently defensible.
That is Geraldo. As for the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, he sounded off on Gaetz, noting that Gaetz resigned immediately, so another Republican in a special election by the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, another Republican can be in place. Speaker Mike Johnson.
Everyone who served with him would say he's one of the most intelligent members of Congress. He's an accomplished attorney. He's very concerned about the lawfare that has been occurring in the Department of Justice under the Biden administration, and the fact that the American people have lost their faith in our institutions of justice because of everything that he's seen. He's a reformer in his mind and heart, and I think that he'll bring a lot to the table on that. I think out of deference to us, he issued his resignation letter effective immediately of Congress. That caught us by surprise a little bit, but I asked him what the reasoning was, and he said, well, you can't have too many absences. So under Florida state law, there's about an 8-week period to select and fill a vacant seat. And so by doing so today, that allows me, I've already placed a call to Governor DeSantis in Florida and said, let's start the clock.
And that is the Speaker of the House. I'm about to start with your telephone calls, but I do want to say first a thank you to two individuals here. One, Liz in Florida, who's in New York right now, headed back to Florida tomorrow. Liz, I thank you for the cookies,
Tomorrow.
the strawberries, the donuts, all made for folks like me that are diabetic. It was made fresh. And Liz, thank you for that tremendously. And also, I left on Frank Morano's desk the cookies and all the stuff that you left for the nightside staff. It will be there for them. I also want to tell you folks that coming up November 23rd, a Saturday, from noon to 2 p.m. If you live in Clifton, New Jersey, Wayne, New Jersey, Nutley, New Jersey, one, I say thank you to Lisa in Nutley, and I will be at the Bliss Oxygen Bar for Health and Wellness, 188 High Street in Nutley. Hoboken Mary is the official hostess for that event. I'll be signing books on a Saturday morning. I hope you folks can join me there. That's not this Saturday, it's next Saturday. And if you go to my Twitter, at my X page, you can see the flyer. It's pinned to the top of the page with the contact number and so on. And it's at Dominic TV. My Twitter, my X, at Dominic TV. And Lisa, thank you for that. Lisa is such a positive person. But let's start with your telephone calls. Let's begin with Ed in New Jersey, line 3. Ed, what's on your mind?
Tomorrow. Thank you for taking my call. First-time caller. About Matt Gaetz. I've gone on YouTube. I've watched a lot of his videos, and he is bright. He's smart. He's articulate. I think he's great. It really doesn't matter who Mr. Trump, nominates for these positions. The left is always going to come out and find something wrong.
Okay, but wait a minute now. The guy is sleazy. The allegations, underage girls, and so on. He denies it, vehemently denies it. But there was a report coming out very soon, and by him immediately resigning, that report now doesn't come out. So character doesn't mean anything as far as you're concerned. I do concede that Trump won big in the elections. He can appoint anyone he wants to. Matt Gaetz is not the answer. You say.
Well, sir, allegation is just that. It's an allegation. And, let us not forget Mr. Bill Clinton, who broke every rule in the book when it comes to sitting in the White House. You know, it's hard for me to say. Look, I'm not going to be the judge or jury here. Okay. All I can tell you is the man is very bright. And you know, he speaks well, and I don't, you know, if it's true, it's true, but I don't, you know, it's an allegation at this point.
You're correct.
So,
you're correct.
That's all I have to say. I love your show, man, so I'm going to hang up.
The love is going right back out. Ed, you did a great job
Allegation,
your
accusation.
On this issue. I hear you,
false
Ed, loud and clear.
allegation.
Thank you for the great
false
call.
accusation.
Line 5, Steve in Brooklyn. Steve, what's on your mind?
Old Brooklyn, not the new Brooklyn. What's on my mind is John Bolton was the worst decision
false
Trump
accusation.
ever made.
False.
Whoever wants to hear from him again, I don't know. Second point, anyone would be better than Garland for Attorney General.
Even if the allegations about Matt Gaetz are true?
I always thought he was going to lose anyway because he rubbed so many people the wrong way with
yes,
his attack against McCarthy.
He
I think in-house he would lose straight up. He'd no chance, period. Without the allegations, I don't think he had a chance in the world.
Well, fantastic, Steve. Thank you for the call. Let's go to E. Frank, line 2 in Astoria. E. Frank, what's on your mind?
Yes, Dominic, you told me not to be a hater, to have common sense in how I address the new president-elect. Well, let me tell you something. You know, I was an ally and a friend since 1972 of a now outgoing President Joe Biden. I like the White House.
E. Frank, did you hear what you just said? You just said you were a friend and an ally of the outgoing president. I mean, are you serious?
I knew him when I was 2 years old.
Okay, and you have a relationship with Mr. Biden?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so go ahead with your point.
Well, anyway, you know, I voted for Joe Biden. I also voted for President Trump in his first term. And I got very annoyed when I saw what happened with the unemployment level going to 1.9%. Then the pandemic hit us. He created Operation Warp Speed, Operation Legend. I was very happy that he protected the grave sites of war veterans. But now with these new appointments, I'm very nervous with these new blood that are going into the White House.
Okay, wait. You can't broad brush. Is there one or two in particular that you don't like?
Lee Zeldin.
You don't like Lee Zeldin? Come on, E. Frank. Come on, you've got to make some sense here. Why wouldn't you... Lee Zeldin almost won the governor's race in New York. Why wouldn't you support him going into the Trump administration?
Well, you know, I'll tell you this.
It's got to be quick. It's got to be quick. Go ahead.
He's a young man without experience, just like Rudy Giuliani's...
All right. E. Frank, do me a favor. There are a million shows on WABC. Call one of those shows, please. Not this one, please. I don't have the tolerance for the nonsense. That's ridiculous what you just said. And if you want me to believe that you had a personal relationship with Mr. Biden, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you, and I'll give you a special discount for only $1. Give me a break. A break here. Let's go to Augustine, line 3, Long Island. What's on your mind?
Hello, Dominic. You got to be kidding. You don't like Matt Gaetz. I understand that. That's fine. But you put Geraldo Rivera's clip on there?
Now, why wouldn't I put Geraldo's clip on here? Why wouldn't I do that, Augustine? Augustine, this is not one of these shows that's completely one-sided. That's just going to tell you what you want to hear. I don't get down like that. Why wouldn't I play Geraldo?
Because nobody respects Geraldo's opinion anymore, that's why.
Okay, you're entitled to your view. Geraldo is still very much a talking head out there, and I get it. You don't like what Geraldo said, but that doesn't it means that he should disappear. I mean, come on, Augustine. Thank you for the call. Let's not try to take a break. We are coming right back with more of your live calls. 800-848-9222.
This is Dominic Carter.
If you put off renewing your passport until the last minute, or just want to make sure your passport is always ready for travel, IfEasy.com makes it a breeze with their all-inclusive expedited passport renewal program. IfEasy.com, ICSEASY.com. Download the app, making your passport renewal immediate and secure. From pre-filled government forms, round-trip shipping, status checks with 24/7 365 live customer service. It's all included. Even the passport photos are included. The easiest, safest, least expensive way to renew your passport without leaving your home or office. Whether you need a passport in 3 weeks or as soon as 3 days. Guaranteed. If you need a business or tourist visa, IfEasy.com. If your company requires passport, visas, and travel documents for its staff, IfEasy.com. 866-IF-EASY. Go to IfEasy.com or call 866-IF-EASY. Go to IfEasy.com. ICSEASY.com. Download the app. IfEasy.com.
If your insurance rates are going up, and the last time you saw a decrease was the Reagan administration, folks at SID, an American Patriot Insurance Agency, they put the freedom of choice back in your hands with their exclusive Rate and Bind online portal. Visit AMPAGINS.com or 888-322-3565 to an average of 25% on auto, home, renters, and health insurance. Call 888-322-3565 today.
Greg Kelly here. Thousands of Americans are shielding their savings with gold. Contact the experts at Colonial Metals Group for a free 2024 gold guide that explains everything you need to know. Go to freegoldguide.com/Kelly. freegoldguide.com/Kelly. The number 800-655-5186. That's 800-655-5186 for your free gold guide and learn if you qualify for up to $7,500 in free silver right now.
The Rush Hour with Bo Snerdley. Mark Cuban. And I was looking at the background where he made this quote. Now, this is on The View. I don't know whether they were interviewing him real, because I don't watch The View. I don't even pay because I could not bring myself to turn on The View, no matter what. So I just see the clips, and it's been that way for years. There are some shows I just cannot, I can't do it. I will not torture myself.
The Rush Hour with Bo Snerdley. Weekdays at 4 p.m. on 77 WABC.
The Staten Island law firm of Angiuli and Gentili, helping people just like you for over 39 years. Call today, 718-816-0005, 718-816-0005, aglawnyc.com. Angiuli and Gentili, walk with confidence.
Are you or a loved one having trouble getting in and out of a tub to take a shower? Now, convert any bathtub in your home to a walk-in shower in a half a day for under $2,000 installed. You gotta see the Tub Cut at TubCut.com. The Tub Cut ensures no demolition, no plumbing issues. And get this, it's guaranteed for life and completely reversible if you decide to move. Convert any bathtub in your home to a walk-in shower with the Tub Cut. That's TubCut.com.
This Sunday, November 17th, at Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair, the Alan Parsons Live Project. This Sunday, November 17th, Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair. Get tickets now at livenation.com, part of the Catholic Health Concert Series.
77 WABC, the crown jewel of talk radio. Heard worldwide in 173 countries and all 50 states. WABC is committed to live and local radio 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. See what 77 WABC can do for you and your business. Call 929-552-7175 and advertise with 77 WABC. This is 77 WABC Newsroom Extra.
There's an effort to stop Governor Hochul from trying to start congestion pricing. Staten Island Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis is one of several politicians to point out the harm congestion tolls would have on commuters and air quality outside the congestion zone.
There is no way we will allow you to move forward with congestion pricing without a fight, and we will fight you tooth and nail.
She and Congressman Michael Aller, who's from the Hudson Valley, say they'll do everything they can at the federal level to kill the plan to toll drivers who go below 60th Street in Manhattan.
People cannot afford to live in New York, and it's
least lower the toll. There are reports she wants to get it going, though, before Donald Trump becomes president, because he is out to kill the plan. Noah Layton, WABC News.
Your telephone calls 800-848-9222. Again, overall, with the president-elect's appointments, I agree with 99% of them. Even on Matt Gaetz, even on Gaetz, I don't support it, but Mr. Trump won with a mandate. He's entitled to bring into the job whoever he wants to bring in. He won. If he wants to put his faith in Matt Gaetz, we'll see what happens. I don't see how he can get past a Senate confirmation, but perhaps as a recess appointment. But it's going to be all very, very interesting. But no doubt about it, the president-elect is running strong. And in a few minutes, we're going to let you hear something in which a Gold Star military widow, and her name is Karen Kennedy. Boy, does she sound off on migrants in cities across the country. But right now, it's back to your telephone calls. Line 2, Judith in Brooklyn. Judith, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic. Thanks for taking my call. Well, as far as Matt Gaetz go, a lot of things are on my mind, and I respect your opinions for sure, and I could change my opinion depending on how things go. But for now, I feel he's wrongly accused. I think you're innocent till proven guilty. I think till now he's not been proven guilty. And I think that Kevin McCarthy had a vendetta against Matt Gaetz because
I don't like the way Matt Gaetz handled that as well. The way, I understand, Judith. I get it that many of you feel just blow up Washington, but the guy just seems slimy to me. I can't be any more direct or I can't hide the fact that he seems, just looking at him, he looks slimy to me, and he doesn't even look like he should be a congressman. I'm referring to Matt Gaetz. Go ahead, Judith.
Okay, well, again, it's your thing. I'm not going into the back and forth with the facts. I'm just saying that I think on Kevin McCarthy's part, it could be, but that's not, I felt it was like a vendetta that something's going on, because guess what? Here we go again with some lying dossier, I feel, again. This time it's not against President Trump, which was lies, those dossiers. Now it's against him, Matt Gaetz.
So it's a lie, so Judith, it's a lie against everybody? It's a lie against everybody that's accused?
I don't know. Dominic, we don't know yet. I
think there are enough facts out. I think there are enough facts out there to know this guy is slimy and should never be the Attorney General of the United States of America. He doesn't even have the experience.
Dominic
practiced law for a year, I believe.
Dominic, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I've seen him in action. I love his passion. I love his drive. He's very articulate. He's a lawyer. He's been around, colleges, whatever. And as far as creepy, Geraldo saying creepy, I think we should talk to Bette Midler and find out exactly how creepy Geraldo is. As far as John Bolton goes, he's a warmonger.
So Judith, so everybody is wrong except for Matt Gaetz. Come on, Judith. Listen to what everybody else is wrong, and there's something wrong with everybody except for Matt Gaetz.
I feel that if Geraldo's going to talk about creepy stuff, he should look at himself, what he did to Bette Midler, okay? I'm not going to tell you what he did, okay? You can find out for yourself. As far as John Bolton goes, he's a warmonger. He's a disloyal backstabber to President Trump, and I don't like him for being disloyal and a backstabber. This John Bolton plus more. As far as Gaetz goes, there's no proof, there's no anything. He hasn't been found guilty, and therefore I don't find him to be. I think he's a very articulate, qualified, passionate person. He's a good guy for now. I could change my mind, Dominic, but for now, that's how I feel.
All right, and you know what, Judith? That's all anybody can ask for. You have an open mind. You're supporting him, but you have an open mind. Fair enough. Judith in Brooklyn, thank you for the call. Time for a break. We are coming right back. 50 minutes past the hour. Curtis Lewa.
Roger Stone here with an urgent warning. Inflation is killing the dollar, and Washington is coming for your savings to pay for their spending mistakes. That's why thousands of Americans are shielding their savings with gold. For a free 2024 gold guide that explains everything you need to know, go to colonialmetalsgroup.com/call 800-747-6589. That's 800-747-6589 for your free gold guide, and to learn if you qualify for up to $7,500 in free silver today.
If your insurance rates are going up, and the last time you saw a decrease was the Reagan administration, focus it at American Patriot Insurance Agency. They put the freedom of choice back in your hands with their exclusive Rate and Find online portal. Visit AMPCom, call
2024 in a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. The following is a paid issue advertisement.
Americans love using their credit cards. The most secure and hassle-free way to pay. But decent politicians want to change that with the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill. This bill lets corporate megastores pick how your credit card is processed, allowing them to use untested payment networks that jeopardize your data security and rewards. Corporate megastores will make more money, and you pay the price. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Learn more at guardyourcard.com. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
When you're hiring for your business, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. This made us wonder, what if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic. A equals 42. Escape rooms? Elementary. And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first Friday. So, see what the world is like when ZipRecruiter does the hard work of hiring for you. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Coming up at 3:55 p.m. Listen for the Tunnel of Towers Foundation Final Thoughts on 77 WABC.
earlier plan for $15 went down in flames amid a middle and working class outcry. This is what New York Governor Kathy Hochul had to say today.
As governor, it is my job to make decisions that take into account the needs of all working New Yorkers. So I made the decision to put the congestion pricing program on pause while we devise a different path forward. State law requires that congestion pricing simultaneously raise money for the MTA and drive down traffic congestion. These are important priorities. But I believe that no New Yorker should have to pay a penny more than absolutely necessary to achieve these goals. And $15 was too much. And I'm proud to announce
$9 too much too.
to fund the MTA, reduce congestion, and keep millions of dollars in the pockets of our commuters. Under this plan, the MTA will implement a congestion pricing plan with a reduced daytime toll of $9 beginning in January. You heard that correctly. It was $15 before, and now it is $9.
So the governor wants us to be happy that the amount has been lowered, but the details always in the devil's always in the details. And it could go back up to 15 in a matter of a few short years. The president-elect slamming the move, stating that this is Mr. Trump. He has great respect for the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, and looks forward to working with her to make New York and America great again, but he strongly disagrees with the plan. I want you to listen to this woman on Migrants. Online, she was on fire. I was watching this, and her name was Karen Kennedy. She's a Gold Star military widow of Sergeant Kennedy. And I want you to listen, and we had to beat this several times, but listen to how strongly she is against the migrant issue in America, and changes are coming January 20th, starting then, when our president-elect, Mr. Trump, takes office.
No, we were feeding them, and New York City was spending millions and millions of dollars for them to eat, but apparently that wasn't good enough. They were spitting the food out, they were throwing it away by the tons, so he decided he was going to hire a DEI, black-owned credit card processing company to dole out these Visa cards loaded with like $400. And this, mind you, this was just upon arrival at the Row Hotel, because that's the check-in for the illegals when they get to New York. They go to the Row Hotel and it's like, oh, you need your room? Here you go. Oh, here's your debit card loaded with like $400, because we know you just got here and you probably ain't got no money, so here's the debit card. That's just when they arrive. We ain't talking about the $13,000 a month in food stamps that these ungrateful losers have been getting. I ain't got nothing good to say about them. I don't give a shit about them. No, they do not add to the freaking economy. Don't tell me that, folks. I'm seeing these videos of these white liberal crank bar leftists talking about, oh my God, this mass deportation is going to cost Americans so much money. No, we have spent $450 billion on these sorry ass people.
Wow. Miss Kennedy, I understand you're a Gold Star widow. Tell us how you really feel. I think that most of us agree with her. One other thing before we go back to the phone calls. And this person's real name, we've known it for some time. The real caller's name is Alex in Brooklyn. And Alex in Brooklyn thought that he was fooling us, and he would call my show 3 p.m., midnight, and identified himself with a female voice as Barbara. Many of you caught on to this, and Barbara thought that it's really sick, but Barbara thought that he, she, whatever, that, she started calling all the different shows on WABC. Well, I don't know if it was intentional this morning or whether Barbara, because I told Barbara on the air this morning that I was not taking his or her telephone calls anymore, and his true identity came out. I want you to listen to this, folks. She identified as Barbara, but it's really a person by the name of Alex in Brooklyn, and he thinks that we don't know that. He thinks that we don't have his telephone number, his address, and everything else. But this is under the disguise of Barbara in Brooklyn. Let's go to Max. Max, what's on your mind?
Hello, Dominic.
The number you dialed is not in service.
I want to know about how Trump is going to be able to put in the people he's appointing now. If some people don't like Matt Gaetz and other people, even the Republicans, some of them don't like them.
Well, let me put you this way, Max. Let me put you this way. Matt Gaetz would not have resigned his seat effective immediately if he thought there was a chance he wasn't going to make it through. It's called real simple. It's called real simple recess appointments. Trump demanded that of the new Senate, whoever was going to be the new Senate Majority Leader. It's John Thune of South Dakota. They're going to get through, I would say, 99%. If not all, of the president's appointments. And keep in mind, they have the House, they have the Senate. So what's going to get in the way?
And then that way you don't need no votes. And usually I would be upset if a president would do that and not have the Congress involved. But over here, I feel like the American people voted against the norm. And they want like this, and that's one way. And I think something else,
you know, he's doing what dictators do always.
Oh, so now
in the Senate and
so now we found out the truth. Now we found out the truth finally. You will never be on this show again in life. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Your run is over. Have a great day, folks. Cuckoo. 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 Some of you have tweeted about my safety with a nut like that. Trust me, the security team at Red Apple Audio Networks, they're all retired FBI agents, NYPD agents. I'm not worried about that. So that's Barbara. That's Barbara from New Jersey, I believe was the name that he used during the campaign when the technicians would laugh and say, the engineers would say, this is Alex from Brooklyn. And he doesn't understand that they have ways of checking your breathing patterns, the number, the way you emphasize your words. But now we have it official, and Barbara will never be on again in this lifetime. Let's go to Bob, line 2 in Westchester. What's on your mind, Bob?
Hey, Dominic, thank you for taking the call. First, I'd just like to say, go Mrs. Kennedy, all the power to you. That's number one. But besides that,
I don't understand the reference. What are you trying to say?
Wasn't that was the Gold Star Widow? The Gold Star Widow?
Oh, yes. Okay, I got it. And I agree with you.
Okay. Matt Gaetz, whatever his name is. First of all, I think that it was a total smear campaign against him, as it was against most Democrats. Look what they did to Justice.
Wait, you said a smear campaign as it was against him, as it was most Democrats.
As it was against most Republicans.
Okay.
I mean, look what they did to the Chief Court Justice when they totally smeared him with everything they could throw at him.
Okay, but Bob, you don't find it odd that he immediately resigned right as the House was set to release the report on this alleged incident with this underage girl that was allegedly paid for sex? Allegedly. Emphasis on allegedly. You don't find it odd that by him resigning immediately, that report will now be public now?
I don't find it odd, no. I mean, they put things in reports also. The Democrat smear machine has been known to lie, to cheat, to do everything they can do. So I take it all with a grain of salt at this point, and I'm going to give, and because they've been known to do that, I'll give Gaetz the benefit of the doubt at this point. That's my position on it. Can I be changed? Yes, I can be changed in time, I guess. just like anybody else. But right now, I give him the benefit of the doubt just because they've had such a terrible smear campaign.
Well said, Bob, in terms of your opinion. Thank you. Again, my position on this is that Matt Gaetz is not my cup of tea, but what is my cup of tea is the man that won the election. And if Trump says he's the one for the job, then who am I to disagree with that? Trump won with a mandate, period. We cannot overlook that. Trump gets to pick his team. Dominic Carter here with you. The number to reach me, 800-848-9222. Coming up in just minutes, on the slow line, let's go to Linda on Long Island, line 3. Linda, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dom. I just wanted to quickly comment about Gaetz. I would say that we get rid of that insider trading that we had the good fortune of having Nancy Pelosi there all the time getting wealthy.
She's not the only one. Linda, she's not the only one. This has been going on for years, insider trading with Republicans and Democrats. She's not the only one. Go ahead.
Yes, but if he doesn't come in and he doesn't do it, I think somebody else should pick it up and do something, because they come in there, they don't care what they do or say, but they're getting rich. And if we do it, we go to jail.
You can say that again, Linda. You're correct about that. Thank you so much for the telephone call. Let's go to Joe.
Let me go get it for
Long Island, line 4. Joe, what's on your mind?
How you doing, Dominic?
I'm good. Go right ahead, Joe.
Dominic, the reason why Donald Trump's putting all these people in place is because they can be trusted, and they love the country. They would put the country before themselves.
Joe, just do me a favor. We have some breaking news that is coming in right now.
Breaking news.
And there are published reports. One wondered what would Trump do with RFK Jr. Apparently, Trump will nominate RFK Jr. to indeed head the Department of Health.
educational.
A baby's heart is beating 18 days from conception.
Listen to this podcast now on the Red Apple Podcast Network. Protecting America with Rita Cosby.
Joining us is Mark Otto, President and also the Executive Director of United War Veterans Council.
The interesting thing was there was a series of events that culminated into triggering the Pentagon invasion going off. But one of the last incidents occurred was a Marine and a couple officers were out in town in their civilian clothing out on Liberty, and they got lost, and they ended up in front of a PDF station, the Panamanian Defense Force station, after they had declared war in the United States. They were near a roadblock. They tried to run away. The roadblock opened fire on them. They shot with a Marine right through the back and injured a couple of the Navy officers that were in there as well. So Lieutenant Robert Paz was the Marine that was killed, and that was sort of the last trigger. And the reason why I know his name is because when I flew down to Panama, the invasion actually triggered right before we were going in.
Wow, what a historic moment.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.
And now, it's time for the Tunnel to Towers Foundation Final Thoughts.
And folks, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, the real deal, helping Americans each and every day. With me now, Curtis Lewa. What's on your mind, Curtis?
I sensed a little sense of disappointment in your voice when you had to bid Barbara au revoir. Just for a little bit there, I felt a little sexual tension between you and Barbara. Oh, boy. Over the weeks, over the months, yeah, and then you sexual tension. A little bit. Wow. I mean, there were times I would hear you and Barbara talking, and you were pretty sympathetic and empathetic to Barbara. Until eventually, I think you realized your crew at night. They picked it up at Matt Blaze and Tony.
They did pick it up with the phone number, address, and everything. Alex from Brooklyn.
Right, he, she, they. You have to be very politically correct, you know, HR here is right. Well, you never know what day they want to be a she or a he or a they. So, Barbara, I know you were sexually titillated there for a while. Oh, boy. But Dominic, come on, let's face it. Look, you dropped her like a bad habit, man. I am so proud of you that you cut the ties with Barbara. Man, let me tell you something. And then you announced the breaking news. That screwball, that nut job, that kookalamooka, that sex freak, RFK Jr. is going to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. This guy just said, I want to see if Trump comes in. Did you just call the man a sex freak? Of course, he's constantly sexting women all over the place. Look, that's acknowledged. This guy has Kennedy in his DNA, man. His uncle, right, JFK. His daddy, RFK. Teddy. I mean, every Kennedy. Hide the nannies. Hide the women. The Kennedys are coming into town. So now all of a sudden he's going to be the head of the Department of Health and Human Services. Remember, he got on the stump with Trump and he said, "We will make America healthy again." And then just the other day, he had an interview and he said, "You know, the stuff that Trump eats, that's poison. That's going to kill him. That's really bad. The Diet Cokes, the McDonald's, you know, the Kentucky Fried Chicken." Gee, I want to see him reach into Donald Trump's mouth and pull out, right? Or pull out a 5 or pull out a Big Mac. Will Donald Trump actually give up his fast food and his Diet Coke?
No. You know, what you're saying, I've just noticed, I've never seen you touch a diet soda.
No, never. Man, that stuff nasty. Nasty. But wait a second. Here's the guy who says we should have fluoride in our drinking water. Those of you out there who are my age know that in the 60s, the John Birch Society spread propaganda around. They said, Eisenhower, he's a communist, President Eisenhower, and fluoride is a communist plot that they're putting in the drinking water to prevent rotting teeth. So now we're all going to have teeth like they have in England. Rotted out teeth. If you've ever gone to England, they got the lousiest teeth anyway because they got no freaking fluoride in the water. So now we're going to go backwards in time with RFK Jr., that little bear cub killer. Remember that routine?
Yeah, I did.
You coming? Are you coming? Let's go.
Right? Dog killer. Now this guy, right? Bear killer. Oh, that ain't cold. Oh boy, it's like she was like a sadist in shooting her hunting dog. She loaded up that AK-47 twice until she did him in that ditch. And then she did her autobiography in her own voice, and she talked about, "I love killing that dog." Well, no, nobody can. You can't criticize something. To your credit, you took on Matt Gaetz, right? You took on Matt.
You know why? Because at some point you have to tell the truth.
You know what?
I can't stop it.
You know,
the guy's a sleazebag.
I like Matt for a few things. He wants term limits for the House. Good. You can't be a lobbyist once you leave. Good. You can't make money while you're in the House, you know, from blindside, insider trading information. Good. But release the report, man. Tell them, hey, we want America to see the report, the dossier they've done on me. I got nothing to hide. Tell them to release that report.
Curtis Leewood, thank you very much, folks. All it takes is $11 a month. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at T2T.org. Dominic Carter here. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation supports America's greatest heroes, U.S. service members and first responders who die or are catastrophically injured in a line of duty, plus the foundation helps homeless veterans. The heroes that Tunnel to Towers supports are heroes we owe a debt of gratitude to. The foundation's Gold Star, Fallen First Responders, Smart Home and Homeless Veterans programs honor the sacrifices made for us by the men and women who risk their lives and bodies for our country and our communities. The foundation's Never Forget programs engage people in 9/11 remembrance across America with over 80 runs, walks, and climbs, and dozens of golf outings every year. The Tunnel to Towers 9/11 Institute helps educate children in kindergarten through 12th grade about America's darkest day while helping our nation keep its vow to never forget. Help support Tunnel to Towers and its important programs, and never forget 9/11 for the sacrifices of our country's greatest heroes. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers at T2T.org. That's T2T.org.
This is New York's talk leader, the crown jewel of talk radio, WABC New York and 107.1 WLIR Hampton Bays. News first at 59 past the hour. 77 WABC News starts now.
77 WABC chime time is 4 o'clock, is 45 and cloudy this Thursday, November 14th. Good afternoon, I'm Liz Ranabali. Congestion pricing is back in some lawmakers are already expressing opposition. The senators are reacting to Donald Trump-related candidate picks. That and much more, but first, a check on Wall Street. Here's James Flippin.
Well, Lizzie, U.S. stocks
finished lower today. Investors reacting to new comments made by Fed Chair Jerome Powell, which pointed to patience in terms of future rate cuts. Powell saying in Dallas today the central bank doesn't need to be in a hurry to slash rates. Zooming out a bit, Wall Street watchers say the market's trying to feel out whether the post-election day rally still has room to run here. In economic data, wholesale inflation...
1600.
What do you mean?
1600.
Pick up Aya from school, yeah?
Yeah, and then she wanna go straight to 1600.
You know.
That's her thing.
Every Thursday or every Friday?
Every day.
Every day now. It's too much. I thought that, you know, it's cold also. Ice cream is good in the summer. See, I order online for shawarma. And online I get a discount. Instead $13, all in all $8.
Oh yeah?
Because, you know, less work with the cashier and this and that. I have a coupon also. Are we gonna be late or it's okay?
It's okay.
I don't want to wait in a corner.
She's fine.
Florida Republican Marco Rubio, who is Trump's selection for Secretary of State, says he thinks Gaetz will do a good job if he's confirmed by the Senate. Just hours after being tapped for the Attorney General nomination, Gaetz submitted his immediate resignation from the House. Speaker Mike Johnson says that move could allow Florida voters to pick a replacement before the new session of Congress begins. And the U.S. Senate race out in Pennsylvania is heading to a recount. Unofficial results show incumbent Democrat Bob Casey within the 0.5% margin needed to trigger that automatic recount under state law. Now your forecast from the Ramsey Monster Weather Center today. Cloudy coming down from the high of 45. Sun to set around 4:38 tonight. And overnight, cloudy, low of 39. It is currently 45 and cloudy outside our Midtown studios. I'm Liz Radavali. Remember, news never stops at WABCRadio.com.
Attention ditto heads. Attention Boy Scouts. Notified this evening most nerdly, it's time for the soul of excellence.
He is a radio host at 77 WABC here in New York.
The Rush Hour is on the air.
Rush.
Now here's
You see, it's getting so dark. I don't like to work in the dark.
welcome my friends to the Thursday edition of Bus Nervous Rush Hour.
Oh my goodness.
Program this afternoon. 9222 is how you reach us. 800-848-9222. Later in the hour, we're going to speak with the top journalist in America when it comes to all matters of immigration, legal and illegal. Todd Bensman. He'll join us for a bit later in the program. And of course, your calls are welcome. As I said, 800-848-9222. The ragging of I knew this was going to happen, so no surprise. The ragging that's going on with Matt Gaetz. And of course, it's been known, I mean, big, bold letters. House Ethics Panel was set to vote to release report critical of Matt Gaetz. Big deal. There's also an article by Molly, I don't know whether it's Molly, but it's in the Federalist today, about how there was a concerted effort to shut down Matt Gaetz. And why? And this is typical. There are also complaints about everybody. You have some little Democrat, not little, she is a respected Democrat congresswoman who served in the CIA. She's out dragging the Tulsi Gabbard. Unqualified. That's what they all say. You ever seen some?
This was if we meet 21 and by the wine, it's shortcut, you know. Can you try the seat or it's too big for you, too small for you?
Who posted up a picture of Sam Britton and that Rachel woman who used to be a guy in their dresses and just asked the president, did you pick that up?
Waiting in the cold, everybody leaving, and she's the last. 4 o'clock.
No, by 4 o'clock is a lot of presents in the morning. So by the time we come there, she's still awake. It notice I go there 4 o'clock. By the time I pick her up, I saw her already, then that's it.
That's it, pin seat.
There's a big turkey, no place to go.
Yeah.
The chicken, no place to go.
So put it under.
What?
Put it under.
There's no place. You know, I didn't put it on the refrigerator, so you don't.
Can I put it downstairs and put it in a building?
He is someone who is elected because of his interest and desire to go into the organization and tear things apart, likely getting rid of people, stop doing a lot of the work that the Justice Department is currently doing. And that is just, we spent a lot of money debating whether or not Donald Trump actually means the things he says about the Department of Justice and the FBI, whether he's actually going to try to really dismantle those organizations in a serious way. I think this election of Matt Gaetz is a clear indication of how squarely he intends to do that.
Good. Yes, he is going to disrupt. Yes, he is going to.
So when you go bring him, I put the chair just to test him another seat.
Exactly. This actually is what I hope they play this at the hearing. The confirmation hearing.
Here you go.
See? So many kids are
passing confirmation.
See you later. Sit here, I want to see how it's...
Mama, can I have a snack?
It's not your
Okay, but which one you want first?
CBS.
CBS.
I get to get it.
Oh, Aya, you like it? Miriam, can you do the options? Take the coat, do the seat belt on her. CBS on 6th Avenue.
The second floor, it's still fine though.
Huh?
It's still fine though.
You went to where?
We went to the second floor,
Oh, you went to
but
the
we
second
didn't
floor?
get it.
Oh, you lost it?
No, they didn't lock it. Someone get it, but that's fine.
Oh, someone got it?
Jacob! I just said Jacob.
Don't yell, because they're...
Jacob!
Don't yell because they're running, Miriam.
Jacob!
Explain her they're running to the road, you know what I mean? Don't yell to...
Jacob!
Shush, stop it.
Jacob!
Oh, that's the mom. I think. Don't yell, Aya, don't yell to kids because they're gonna run in the traffic.
Jacob!
Leave it alone.
Jacob!
Where's...
There's a decision that H2 told us 3 days ago that the Republicans had.
You're gonna see.
Okay, so now you have Trey Gowdy.
Grapes?
The more Americans learn about
They
Mexico,
have
the
a
more they get in that right.
Jacob!
Don't...
Jacob!
Stop yelling.
Jacob! Jacob!
I see him,
Jacob!
Come down.
Jacob!
Come down. He's not hearing you. I closed the window because...
Ayana, no.
Jacob!
No. Stop it.
Jacob! Jacob!
Stop it. Don't yell to kids. Miriam, 20...
Lock.
Jacob!
Leave him alone. He's with his mother. You see how she liked him.
Jacob!
Oh.
Jacob!
You saw him all day. He's in her class or not? He's not in the same class?
He is!
He is. All right, so you see him all day. What? Getting excited. Shish kebab.
But he's not next to me. He's just on my table.
Soulmate of this chain.
No, Jacob.
You don't want to leave the school? Go back to the school.
No. Then I'm gonna have 2 after school.
Okay, 16 handle. CBS first?
No, I don't want 16.
She don't want 1600.
I want home. Snack.
Home, super sweet home. Are you going to play checker with me, but don't win? You see, with the chair, she's tall. She see more. She see she's the tallest in town. She see everybody from the window. Without the chair, she was low. Now she's tall. She's the real queen now.
Yeah, I can play that.
You like the chair, Aya? Ask her, Miriam, if she like it. What is that noise?
I got out my seatbelt.
Put it back.
No.
Miriam, 6th Avenue.
Yeah.
Put her seatbelt back. Miriam.
I like the seatbelt.
Yeah, put it by the law. You get a ticket.
Ayana, no.
Okay, Miriam, you can adjust it to be under this one, that they won't be on your shoulder. No, it's okay like that, but that one. Just give her extra, you know.
There's a lot of extra.
You have extra, yeah, you're not chubby also. Only chubby people don't have extra.
My skin.
Nobody should be above the law, but nobody should be the target of the law. And what we've had is President Trump being the target of the law. So when he talks about draining the swamp, it's not just all of Washington, specific the Department of Justice. So this is no surprise that the president has made a bold announcement and decision there.
But,
Everyone that he's nominated so far, better than the people that are in there right now.
16 handles?
And I interrupt this analysis with this quick word.
I don't want to go to 16 handles because it's always on wait for me. Da 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 da.
Dog day.
No, I just need to say dog.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
No, easy peasy lemon juice.
What do you want for dinner?
Could I first go home and get the snack? And then go to the car when we get the snack?
No, I'm gonna go in CBS real quick. Mamma mia.
that it's a dangerous conspiracy
No, don't do that.
to allege that the Department of Justice is communicating with these local prosecutions from. You can clear it all for us right now. Will the Department of Justice provide to the committee all documents, all correspondence between the department
Ayan na, stop doing, taking it out because look, ang tigas ng ulo mo.
It's making noise.
It's making noise.
It's emergency noise. And also can get ticket, $100 ticket. Do you have $100 ticket?
No, I was gonna check this camera in it.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
Well, the orange tickets are just fake tickets. Because if it's an envelope, then there's no camera.
You want Chick-fil-A?
Oh, yeah.
You want Chick-fil-A for dinner?
Yeah.
But you want it now or you CVS? But Chick-fil-A is here.
You want Chick-fil-A for dinner?
Look at that funny guy, he's moving his finger. Okay, go with him. You know, you go again because this is not standing.
You go. Mama, you sit in
What do you want, Yum? Chicken?
And the most hardest one.
Maybe you can get me tender for later. I don't know.
Shouldn't someone be owed like a jury of their peers and a judge that's non-biased rather than getting a judge from your political opponent's donor file? I'm well aware that you're not asking a hypothetical. You're asking me to comment.
Chick-fil-A. They went to get Chick-fil-A for dinner. Do you know Chick-fil-A? Of course, I have to pay everything. They eat and I'm paying.
And so let me ask you this question about your time as a judge. Was there ever a time when you were a judge, a family member, who personally profited off of the notoriety of the case that was before your court? I'm just saying again. Did you ever have a family member profit off of the notoriety?
You got going on, bud? What you up to? Shit, working. What you do? Oh, Instacart. You looking for more work? What? Oil rig? Yeah, oil. You ever worked at an oil rig? You'd have to relocate. Nah, it's in Austin, Texas, but I own it. No, it's year round.
You would have to relocate. Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking about it with my mom here.
No, I got you. Yeah. Weekends off.
What it pay?
6 figures.
6 figures?
Oh, yeah.
What you doing?
Drilling oil, sucking it out of the ground, hiring, training, firing.
Something going on because Trump got economic?
No, I owned this rig way before he got out. My Meemaw left me this rig. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What you doing up here?
Visiting family. You got a dollar? You got a dollar? $1? Yeah, $1. No. Here you go.
What?
Oh, just because you should have one. Everybody should have $1.
I got dollars on my card.
Yeah, I used to say that too when I didn't have it. I think he's trying to get.
I got dollars on my card.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, you ain't got to tell me no story. It's all good, bro. Cheers.
Hey, bro.
You can have it if you don't want. Oh, okay. I know some people are, you know,
I be taking it from the store when he's
they're too proud. They don't want to take it.
That's what I'm saying. I work. I got money.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It ain't nothing, bro. I give you a couple. Get you a snack or something like that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You'll find a lady to go give it to.
Yeah. You know any ladies? Are you a one-woman man or like?
Shit,
You a player?
Shit. Nah, it's too many things down here.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you might be my type of dude to hang out with. Yeah, I like to have fun.
Yeah, I can dig it.
You know what I mean? I'm safe. I ain't out here.
Look at this guy. Oh, you can put it in a new section.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but be careful, this is very super gentle.
Yeah. I figured the kids come out healthy, you're probably in the clear. Yeah.
Oh, you put it there already? Or you're gonna put the careful really heavy?
Oh, wow.
This is Mama's?
Wow. Yeah, because that's for life.
Yeah, look. That's her section. That's
yeah, that's for life.
But you can open the middle. Help Aya.
Yeah, you can look me up, though, if you're interested. Damon Darling on social media.
This is big success. Yeah,
you just look me up, Damon Darling. Darling.
Make
yeah,
a
D-A-R-L-I-N-G. You want to pay for your stuff there? You want me to pay for your stuff? Oh, yeah. Is there anything you need, I guess I should ask?
William, can you put...
I give you 2 minutes to go get groceries. I'll pay for it. 2 minutes, all you can get. Yeah, 2 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes to grab all the groceries you can get, and I'll buy it.
No, I just want one. I don't need too much.
Oh,
it's too
okay.
much.
Oh, you're on
I
time.
ate.
You got 2 minutes?
Can I go to CVS?
I'll meet you over in groceries. This me, like I told you, I own the rig club, so I got a lot of money, and I got what's called success guilt. So I give back, and it's the only thing that my therapist said will make me feel better is giving back to those. So that's what I do. I pretty much give back and try to help out, and then I walk off feeling better. Because a lot of times I'm like, why is my life going so great?
Well, you didn't put this?
You know, and everybody else is out here
Well,
struggling.
you don't make noise?
Yeah, because I'm no better than anybody else. I've done wrong. I've done good. You know, I'm imperfect. I poop, I pee. Yeah, 2 minutes.
Start what, right now?
No, I want you to get over there.
Over the people. On top of the people.
Yeah, I won't count going over to grocery. See all the blue. I got kind of nervous walking up on you with the red on my shorts.
I had on red yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I had on red yesterday. I voted red.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna wear this, but I'm like, I'm not voting for her, so.
Oh, okay. So you did vote?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty happy with the turnout? You want to start now?
Do I see you wrong or something?
No. I help people with money too. 1237, so 40. 1240. Did you come to this aisle on purpose, or you just... Oh, you eat the Beyond stuff. Okay, I always find it interesting to see what people like.
Over here?
I just started working out again on Monday. Yeah. And I might look like I'm super healthy, but I've been eating like crap.
Oh, yeah, I can dig it.
So I'm trying to get back to that too.
It's hard.
I'm on 3 days now, no sugar.
Yeah.
No sweets. 1 minute. You might need some rice with those, with all that plant-based meat, Bob.
Yeah, for sure.
He's only got a minute, Bob. Sorry. We ain't getting your way, did we? Yeah. We're playing a game, seeing how much he can get in 2 minutes. You want to play? You want to play next? 2 minutes. All you can grab, I'll pay for it. Oh, okay. You want to play? Oh, okay. All right. You say you like my shorts? Thank you. You might want to get some fresh stuff. You don't want no fresh stuff? That's over. That's frozen. You gotta be careful with all the frozen. A lot of processed stuff. Oh yeah, if they're frozen, they have processed. A lot of times they're processed and they have $39. You wanna keep going up? You wanna keep going? I'll let you go to 40. No problem. What's the thing that makes the food last longer? Pesticides? Man, this is your aisle. I know where to find you at, Kroger. You need some rice. You don't want no more carbs. You're trying to cut out carbs. You want no chicken? Oh, you want meat? Is that what the doctor said, or you're just doing it? Okay.
Embarrass me and have to put this shit back.
No, you're good. I don't know. The mac and cheese is kind of counterproductive. Oh, okay. Be careful the carbs, though. 100%. Okay, cool. Let's see where are we at on the carbs. Okay, you're good. Just watch out for the sodium. 890. Make sure you stay hydrated.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, we're good. Let's go. Don't even think about it. Don't think about the alcohol. Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm 9 years sober, December 10th. Yeah, so I just can't because of my brand. Yeah. We waiting in line, or are we going through self-checkout? Yeah. You sure you don't want the belt?
Yeah, the belt.
Yeah, the belts, because you're not going to have much room over here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. How long do you think this will last? This is a lot of stuff. We got cauliflower wings, veggie. This is actually good. I eat this.
It's all vegetarian.
Yeah. We got rotini broccoli. I'm proud of you, bro. Look at this. There's not one piece of junk in here.
Trying, bro.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, brother. Beyond Breakfast Sausage, plant-based. 45% less sodium, see? That's good. We want to stay away from the sodium. Especially us, bro, because we most of the time we have high blood pressure. You know, the black people, you know?
Number one death of black people.
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
Sure.
Wow. I would have thought you was go over and get slabs of ribs and
I done gained
chicken wings.
I gained like 50 pounds the last year or so.
Chitlins, collards. Yeah, I'm proud of you, brother. Yeah. Do you get those, ma'am?
Huh?
You get those? Okay, I was making sure she didn't try and push out. The old 5-finger discount, you know? Let me bag your groceries. Yeah, no problem. You want the milk bag? Double? Okay. Did you vote? You happy with the turnout? That's what? It had to be that person, huh? You okay over there, Mimo? You need a hand? Oh, okay. You were making me nervous over there. I thought you were going to pull something. Yeah, I thought you were going to pull your rotator cuff. I seen you. Make sure you scan them all. I can afford it. I tell you what, this is invigorating. I might get a job here. I kind of like bagging. You need baggers? Yeah. Look at this. He just got all healthy stuff. There's not one bad thing in here. Yeah.
It's bad.
Oh, really?
It's frozen.
Educate. Well, I did get on him about the frozen. I said, you might want to get some fresh stuff.
Yeah.
Only thing with the fresh is you got to eat it pretty quick. So if you're busy, I guess this is the route. Yeah. Preservatives. That's the word I was thinking of. Preservatives. You're looking at sodium and preservatives. I told him stay hydrated. You should have got a pack of water, Bob. Yeah. Well, I'm paying for his stuff, so he's going to have to put up with me for a minute. Yeah. That's it. Where we at? Drum roll. 145. I'm gonna be honest. I was hoping it was more. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. You want no gum or nothing like that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from sugar.
Proud of you, brother.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. What'd you do? Scan your Kroger card? Good looking. You're looking out for me. Yeah. You need cash back from me? You need like a 20 or something? You sure? You positive? Gas money for the DoorDash? All right, I'm gonna take it as a yes. I like how he don't tell you he needs something. He's good. He'll figure it out. Yeah. That's good. You don't need to ask nobody for nothing. I like that. But I can gift you. Yeah, you're welcome, brother. Love you, dog.
My man is obsessed with you.
Oh, yeah?
He literally shows me your videos every freaking single day.
Oh, yeah?
And I just saw it. And I'm like, is that him? And so he's out.
Me in the flesh.
Is there anywhere to get?
Oh, yeah.
I watch them all the time.
Awesome. Thank you. What's your name?
Megan.
Oh, thank you, Megan. They get some damn dollars. Do you? Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. Keep watching. What's your name? You a nurse?
I am in hearing.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
My mother's a nurse, so that's why I asked. Appreciate you. Yeah, let's do it. This is...
Elon is coming after Apple, Samsung, and Google with this new bold new claim.
No.
In Elon's latest interview, he tells us that his Tesla Model Pi is going to destroy all competition. Elon says this isn't just another smartphone, it's a revolution. Imagine a phone that connects directly to Starlink satellites, charges itself with sunlight, and could one day link to your brain with Neuralink. Sounds like sci-fi? Well, with Elon, nothing is off the table. But when can we expect this phone to be on the market, and what other features did Elon talk about? Part 1, Division and Disruption, Elon Musk's mission to crush the smartphone market. From electric cars to reusable rockets, the man has redefined what's possible in sectors that seemed locked in their ways. Now, Musk is setting his sights on a new target, the smartphone industry. And true to form, he's not just aiming to compete. He's here to destroy all competition. Yes, that's right. He's releasing what he calls a smartphone that promises to shake up everything we know about mobile devices. Apple, Samsung, and Google are in for a wild ride if Musk's plan plays out like he envisions. So, what's driving this bold move? Elon Musk doesn't just look into new markets for fun. There's always a bigger vision behind it. With the Model Pi, Musk isn't just trying to sell another smartphone. He wants to change the way we use technology, just like he did with Tesla. The Model Pi isn't just a phone, it's a key part of the Tesla ecosystem, connecting electric cars, solar energy, satellite internet, and even brain-machine interfaces. It sounds wild, but if anyone can...
One tomato coming up, people. Thank you for your cooperation. It's about time for one tomato, yeah? Because I don't like to work at nighttime, dark time. $1 pizza, now it's $1.50. They raised the price. They raised it because $1 is too cheap. $1.50 now. $1.50. It's okay, it's still okay. This is a Goodwill. Goodwill is a second-hand clothing stuff. You see that? Use clothing. Do you want to use clothing now?
No.
Second-hand clothing. See, there's a nice dress for Mama there. You want that dress, Mama?
Is that used?
Yeah, it's used. It's what people use and resell it.
No.
Do you want anything, Miriam?
No.
From Goodwill. Men's section, women's section, kids section. Schlumpa section. I guess I can keep that chair in the car somehow. Or better keep it in the house.
ER doctor and mom here, embracing for respiratory virus season professionally and personally in my own home. Here's what I'm stocking at home. For pain and fever, ibuprofen or acetaminophen. I love Genexa acetaminophen for its efficacy and being free of artificial additives, dyes, and common allergens. For nasal congestion, especially in littles, I'll start with saline spray, drops, or nebulizer, and then suction or blow their nose if they can. For cough for a child over 1, a teaspoon of honey can help. For a child older than 6, when I reach for a cough and cold preparation, I like Genexa cough and chest congestion. It can help both daytime and nighttime. And we know how pesky that cough can be at night. Other items, the right thermometers. For babies, rectal. For older children, oral or armpit if necessary. Share with a friend who already seems to be in the thick of fall cold and flu season, or whose family gets the bugs every single year.
Yeah, it's getting too dark this winter time. Yeah, it's getting too dark.
Oh, but
Breathing apart.
Taxi section. Secret. But I'll take you home first.
No,
No, I don't.
it's fine.
It's too cold to walk.
That's fine.
We have something in the lobby.
I think so. Yeah, nothing.
But maybe it's FedEx or UPS.
Unknown caller.
Who's calling me now?
I hope it's Uncle Alai.
No, it's not Uncle Alai.
Is it Butthead?
I don't know. No.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
How are you today?
Who is this?
My name is Benjamin Lewis, the senior manager of publication for the publication company.
Senior management, a public what?
The book publication company. You want to write a story on taxi and rideshare drivers.
No. I changed my mind. I don't want to do it. Because the policy of the right chair, they're not allowed to do that. Are you from the... Okay, 1 second. Okay, thank you everybody. See you tomorrow.